bring in Chris Webber, who is going into the Hall of Fame. Do I have to call you Hall of Famer now, or can I wait till next year, Chris?
Hey, Dad, I don't know, man. Whatever, whatever you want to do is cool with me.
Okay, but does your wife call you Hall of Famer? How's it work around the house?
Oh, hell no. She's happy, but I know she'll never call me that. Maybe she'll call me Hall of Famer when I'm taking out the trash or something.
Yes.
Playing with me, but no, my father, he did it when I called and told him, and it was a really cool feeling having him be the first to say it, knowing that, my dad has never called me anything but boy or son or hey, my whole life. So it was pretty cool.
How emotional was that for you when you called your dad?
Tell the truth, Dan, I'm really still kind of in this, I wouldn't call it state of shock, but the weight of it hasn't hit me. I know what it means, or I'm continuing to learn what it means. But when I called my father, that was a special moment. The parents, they go through everything, and just being a father of young kids now, I can't imagine how my father and mother did it with 5 kids that we married 50 years this summer in July. And so it was a special moment from him as a guy from Tunica, Mississippi. He was just going through his life saying, it's really cool I did it, but as a father, he never thought as a child, when he was a child, that, he would have kids, kind of do what his kids have done. So it's awesome.
You think Robert Horry's a Hall of Famer?
I think he's known for winning. I think the teams that he's won championships for all say they wouldn't have won without him. I know he took one for me, so I definitely have to, put him in there. Just because we talk about all these clutch players, and guys are clutch during the regular season, guys are clutch during their whole career, but has there been anyone more clutch than Robert Horry? I don't know.
Yeah, I wondered about that, though, because, he didn't even score 10,000 points. He wasn't a starter. But when a game was on the line, he was the guy that you had to account for. You can't write the history of the NBA without Robert Horry. But I wonder what that cutoff is. I mentioned that Derek Fisher has 5 rings. He's played in I think, as many postseason games as anybody in history. I think he's tied with LeBron. So I don't know. We've been talking about Julian Edelman with the Patriots. Is he a Hall of Famer, even though he wasn't a Pro Bowl player? It's kind of weird that, you're trying to figure this out. It feels like a moving target.
Yeah, and Edelman was one of my favorite players during the playoffs. You didn't care what he did during the regular season. He was going to be in that little slot position and kill you. Dan, I really I don't.
Wait,
I don't
are
know
you a
anymore,
Patriots
over
fan?
The last how many every year? No. I'm a Lions fan, recovering Lions fan. But we're gonna win this year. But I'm a fan of different players. Like, for instance, this year, watch out for the Rams. I have them early. They're going to the Super Bowl because they have my quarterback. They got my quarterback, and so I'm following them. But I was just, yeah, we're going to be good. But, it's really hard to tell. The last few years, I've been thinking about these conversations and comparing players and stats and things, and it just kind of, it really gets messy when, you don't have any metrics to, compare against. And so it just turns to opinion.
The Warriors with the Lakers last night, what did you see that would be of concern if you're a Laker fan?
The slow start of the Lakers, the fact that they had to take Drummond out. I thought that Drummond was the prize of the season, because I thought if he just came and did what he's supposed to do, and that's just rebound, just put back shots, just play defense, I thought they were going to be really intense and really tough. I still think the Lakers are my favorite with those 3, but it would concern me the slow start that they got off to, because you can't really do that in the playoffs, especially not against great coach teams like Phoenix and others.
But you got Phoenix now coming up. Would the Lakers fare better against Phoenix than they would Utah?
That's a good question. I think the Lakers are just, when they're playing down defense, defensively, when Vogel is done with them, I just love it. And so defensively, they're so long, the switch they communicate, whether it's Caruso or whether it's AD. And so I like them defensively. I don't know who would be the tougher. I think Utah's probably happy that they get to wait and hopefully get their point guard back. But right now, I just think that no matter who the Lakers play, they're going to have to play with the same sense of urgency because they don't have that room to just play around.
When you get switched on LeBron, what's that feeling like?
Whoa. The first thing you do is look at what ball he has the hand in, what hand he has the ball in. Then you try to shade him to that side, and then you're going like this, which means y'all better be in the back and help. You know, I was there in Detroit, man, and I really honestly thought that the Pistons, you know, was going to be my first chance to win a championship because that was one of the best locker rooms I was in. And he had 25, I think, on us in the fourth quarter, and I had never seen anything like that with some of the best defenders on the Pistons that I'd ever played with. And so he's so strong. First, his IQ is incredible. He's so strong. He takes the shots that he wants. And then right when you think that you're doing your best job and help comes, he finds somebody else in the corner. You know, I mean, Boobie Gibson or whoever hit 6 threes on us because we were going after LeBron. So he's one of the greatest just because he understands how great he is, and he's unselfish, so he's tough.
Does he talk trash?
No, he wasn't talking trash to me. No, but I mean, I think he did maybe the ripping guys. He knew a little bit, but no. You know, I think he studied Jordan and those guys, so he waits for the big shot or the big moment and, you know, kind of talks junk with his gestures or his eyes. You see him hit the 3 last night and stay calm. That was kind of a gesture right there, you know, in itself.
But Jordan,
like, I don't have to talk junk because –
But Jordan didn't talk until it was a big moment. So during the early part of a game, he wouldn't say anything?
Oh, no, Jordan would talk. Juwan and I, thanks for the shirt, by the way, Juwan. Juwan was from Chicago. We would play against Jordan in the summer, those type of things. And so we would talk to Jordan because Juwan and I felt like we had nothing to lose and let's just give it our all and have some great stories to tell our kids about. So yeah, Jordan, he would talk from the, if you wanted to talk, he would talk. And again, I think I told you the story about the playoffs when we got off the bus and inside of a non-smoking building, Jordan smoking a cigar before the game, standing and leaning on his Ferrari as we're getting off the bus. And he goes, "Hey, Chris, Juwan, who's going to check me tonight?" And I've always prided myself on being like the best teammate. But this night I let my man down because we both looked back and said, "Calvert got you." And he gave us 55 in a playoff game.
He gave Calvert 55. He didn't give you 55.
He probably gave me about 17 of them, but Calvert looked at us too. He looked at us so helpless, like, really, you gonna do that to me? So, sorry about that, Calvert.
Hall of Famer Chris Webber joining us on the program. That was a nice moment with you and Jalen Rose on ESPN. Don't know, it's a long time coming, but is it more than that, or was it just that moment that you guys got to share?
It was just that moment. I didn't know he was going to interview me. Thought Maria was. And, you know, right before the interview, he interviewed me. And so everything I said in there I meant, and I've said it, you know, before in other interviews. But he knows. I mean, you got to go into a room and talk, fight, wrestle, something, you know. So that was a great moment. But from all the papers, or from what I heard, you know, we made up and things like that. We still have to talk with Roman. So that was the first time we talked. It was an awesome moment, especially for our parents, our family. I love his sister. You know, our families are close. But yeah, no, we still have to talk.
Yeah, because a lot of times you'll have family members who don't talk to family members, but everybody else in the family goes, "Why don't you two just get in a room and talk?"
Yeah, that's you know what happens up until the day his beautiful mother had her home going. You know, our parents were close. You know, everybody's close. That's what it is. It's just an issue of, he knows what it is. We just have to go into a room and talk. That's just the way that I am. I've always been like, okay, I get the world, I get, you know, the games and everything, but true friends should be able to, you know, talk and have fun. But who knows? Maybe, you know, we'll be, you know, sitting up there arguing on TV one day. You never know. So, you know, I think that's coming. Relationship, you know, talking all that, but no, that was our first conversation, and you know, it was a really, it was at a it was at a really cool time, and it's something that somebody who played with at the age of 13 is actually on one of the best networks ever in sports, and they get to introduce you. So it was a moment of whoa, I haven't talked to them in a while. It was a moment of wow, this is pretty cool. Remember the stuff we used to do, and then it was just more so of just being in the moment. So no matter how it happened, I appreciated the moment. I appreciated being able to share that with all of Detroit. Having Jalen do the interview, but yeah, we didn't talk, but it wasn't awkward.
Well, hopefully it's a start.
Yeah,
hopefully it's a start.
definitely.
Congrats on the Hall of Fame, Chris, and we appreciate your time as always. Love the stories, and hope to talk to you again soon.
Hope to talk to you soon. Thanks, Dan.
That's Chris Webber, member of the 2021 Basketball Hall of Fame class. We'll take a break. We got our play of the day coming up next. Dan Patrick Show.